feeling like I'm academics.
And by the way, if you guys don't know, today is also, and yeah, today, or well, we just passed, at least on the East Coast, it's a 1 year anniversary of Rich Homie Quan's death. By the way, thank you for the 10 balls deep. Ooh. He said, I don't think he wrote any of his songs. Who you don't think wrote any of his songs? Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. He died a year ago. He actually died on September 5th, 2024. Wow. Oh my God. Good. So, or not good that he died, clearly. But let's move on. Let me play the new leak that came out today. The one that came out yesterday was about Glorilla. The one that came out today was him talking about Andre 3000 and also J. Cole. Here we go.
Why be the biggest artist in the world on YouTube? Why wouldn't J. Cole do a song with him?
That's true.
Like, come on, bro. You ain't never in your life sold more record than this boy, this young nigga. Fuck is you thinking? Like, tripping. Niggas just be on that. Oh, I don't like your music, or I ain't doing no music with you. Man, nigga don't like y'all nigga music neither. Nigga don't really like that shit you talking about. That shit y'all niggas about. Nigga just want to do songs. Nigga just want, like, the game we in. Like, it ain't no.
So he's criticizing kind of like J. Cole. There was this story, which is actually a true story. There was a time that J. Cole was supposed to do a song with Youngboy. Now, the real story behind that is that, I think the fault was more on the part of Youngboy. He just wasn't in a bad mood, honestly, supposedly, from what I heard. And he kept it honest with J. Cole, saying, yo, listen. Or I think it was maybe a manager who communicated, like, yo, Youngboy's not in a good mood. If he shows up, he's one of those type of guys. Like, he's not going to be a good time. And J. Cole had waited at the studio for him for a while. Anyway, some people did look at that story to say J. Cole didn't want to do a song with him. And I think Youngboy kind of rapped something like that about Cole. I forgot what it was. Anyway, that's what he's talking about. He's like, and I give Thug this credit. Thug is looking at people like J. Cole to say, yo, bro, why the fuck wouldn't you want to work with a nigga like Youngboy? Now, one thing I give Thug the credit for, and I know we're all bashing him, right? But Thug is waving a flag for the street dudes. And these like backpacker dudes and super lyricist square guys, and I'm saying that respectfully, like he thinks there should be some synergy among everybody. And one thing Thug has always said, he feels everybody should be sharing their energy because it shouldn't be selfish people. I'll give him that. Like, for example, that's why he was mad at Kendrick. He's like, what's the point of having all this like clout and energy and you're just selfish with it? You don't want to work with no one, right? Thug has always worked with a lot of people, and that's his perspective on the game. And I guess he's looking at other artists that might have bigger followings or whatever, and they're like, why don't you want to collaborate with a street dude? So I'm going to give him that credit. So he's actually speaking up for YB here.
Oh, the Atlanta Falcons ain't playing Miami Dolphins because they don't like the Dolphins. Man, we playing everybody. It's the sport we in.
Right.
Andre 3000, you one of the biggest artists in the world. You became one of the biggest artists in the world. But you ain't helped nobody. You ain't put nobody on. Now you vintage. Now you goddamn can't put out a song and go top 50. You see what I'm saying? You put a song out right now, you can't even go top 50.
Right.
But you were the biggest artist in the entire world at one point, but you ain't put nobody on, though.
So now he's criticizing Andre 3000, who he's saying didn't put no one on. Now this became the bigger story than J. Cole. Nobody give a fuck about J. Cole. Respectfully, he has a big audience, but people look at Andre 3000, who is from, he's from Atlanta, he's from the South. They look at him and they're like, what is his contribution? Now, his contribution, if you ask me, is very different. Like, I think he was one of the first artists from the South who was won I forgot if it was a Grammy or something like that, but he definitely catapulted, given the attention that there was a lot of movement and great music coming from the South. So I think Thug is wrong on this one, and that's why people are mad at him today, because J. Cole's been the beaten stick ever since he punked out of the battle with Kendrick. and left Drake alone there. But Andre 3000 doesn't bother anyone, and also people give him a lot of credit for helping put the South in position to have that influence. So people really disagree with Thug on this.
You ain't did that. Ain't no nigga saying they got a career off of you.
That's true.
Like, y'all nigga ain't help nobody. All that rap shit don't mean nothing, man. In 15 years, 10, 15 years, that shit don't mean nothing.
Like what is it
Why
about?
be the biggest artist in the world on YouTube? Why wouldn't J. Cole do a song with him?
That's true.
Like, come on, bro. You ain't never in your life sold more record than this boy, this young nigga. Fuck is you thinking? Like, tripping.
Now, that's actually false. J. Cole outsells Youngboy. First week, overall as well. YB drops more product than him, but per album, J. Cole does sell more. But of course, to put it in the lens of Young Thug is one of those guys who he dropped mixtape after mixtape like pretty much every month or every couple months back when he was doing like Slime Season, right? So he's probably looking at the cumulative effort of YB, which that actually would be, it would topple J. Cole, especially J. Cole will not really release any singles or music on years that he's not dropping an album. So he's right and wrong at the same time, but there's context, and I'm hoping I'm giving the context. Per album, J. Cole smokes Youngboy. Overall, let's say if we just group together 4 or 5 years, Youngboy wins because Youngboy consistently drops music, and that's what happens when you're someone like J. Cole who doesn't drop consistently.
Niggas just be on that. Oh, I don't like your music, or I ain't doing no music with you. Man, nigga don't like y'all nigga music neither. Nigga don't really like that shit you talking about. That shit y'all niggas about. Nigga just want to do songs. Nigga just want, like, the game we in. Like, it ain't no, the Atlanta Falcons ain't playing Miami Dolphins because they don't like the Dolphins. Man, we playing everybody. It's the sport we in.
Right.
Andre 3000, you one of the biggest artists in the world. You became one of the biggest artists in the world. But you ain't helped nobody. You ain't put nobody on. Now you vintage. Now you goddamn can't put out a song and go top 50. You see what I'm saying? You put a song out right now, you can't even go top 50.
Right.
But you the big artist in the entire world at one point. But you ain't put no.
I actually disagree. I think if Andre 3000 dropped a single, the intrigue, because he never does it, his brand is a lot of scarcity. If he did a solo release and it was a single and he even did 1 or 2 interviews talking about it, I think the entire culture would be so intrigued because he never does it. It would definitely soar up the charts more than a regular, let's say, YB drop or even anybody else. Again, there is such a thing as scarcity.
Nobody on though. You ain't did that. Ain't no nigga saying they got a career off of you.
Now, the idea of putting people on, I think Thug learns that from Gucci and a bunch of, other Atlanta legends like that. Again, while I understand what Thug is saying, I still give Andre and really Outkast the credit for helping the South get to where they are now.
That's true.
Like, y'all nigga ain't help nobody. All that rap shit don't mean nothing, man. In 15 years, 10, 15 years, that shit don't mean nothing.
Okay. All right. So that was the audio that came out. By the way, for the audio that came out yesterday about Glorilla, I don't know if you guys remember that. I'll play it real quick again, and then I'll play Trippie Redd was mentioned in it, and Trippie Redd actually spoke up about it. Here we go.
I saw the girl, Glorilla.
Yeah.
Why don't people say she pretty? That bitch ugly as fuck.
You think she ugly?
You said it. Like, yeah, they say she ain't ugly. People, niggas be saying she ain't ugly. That bitch ain't nothing.
Now, I've told you this, chat. Young Thug, like most, he's a serial cheater. Like, bro, he's a rapper. When you're on the phone with your girl, you got to make your girl feel secure. Because she's probably thinking there's a new hot chick or a new chick that's popping. I think most of this is him trying to be like, yo, listen, I'm really only into you. Like, these other bitches are ugly. They don't look good. This and third. And I think it was epitomized by Glorilla saying, mind you, this is the same dude blowing up my phone asking what color my eyes is, right? Yeah, Young Thug's a guy. Like, you know what I mean? This idea. Like, I knew he was capping when he said we wouldn't fuck. Let me tell you this, man. We're men. We've all fucked a girl or two that, to be honest, we almost want to take to the grave, right? Glorilla isn't that abhorrent or that like fucking atrocious looking. So I know he's doing a little bit of capping to make his girl feel secure and baby, you're fucking drop dead gorgeous and these other girls, not only are they not that cute, they don't compare to you, right? Now, obviously there's some pillow talking because he doesn't know that he's recorded clearly, but come on, game is game.
Saying she look like Rihanna.
And his girl is trolling too. You're what Mariah Science said. They say she looked like Rihanna. Nigga, nobody in the history of life has ever said that. So really, she's baiting that nigga. She's baiting him to see if it's one of those, she want to see if like he has any interest in her. And he's just basically saying, hell no, she ugly as a motherfucker. What? I wouldn't fuck her with a 10-foot pole.
Man, be like goddamn Brianna. Watch that.
He's saying the right thing. He's saying the right thing. You gotta make your girl feel secure. Come on now.
Oh man.
She look like Rihanna. Long ass bull.
By the way, nobody in life has ever said that. So you know, Mariah, they're playing a little weird game of flirting here.
Look at that wig, skinny shit. Goddamn. Big ass head.
Yo, put it like this. Let me tell you this. And by the way, both genders do this, right? If you're 5'6", which many women would call short, right? Or let's say 5'5", and you're kind of short, right? A woman is not gonna first of all, she's not gonna turn off her attraction meter just because you're with her. She's gonna do a good job of disguising it. Now, if she sees Kevin Durant, who's 6'11" or 7 foot, walk by, she's not gonna be like fucking pulsating and just show you obvious signs her pussy is dripping wet because there's a 7-foot basketball player that's walking by. That's gonna contradict who the fuck you are and why she's with you. She's, you know what I mean? Especially if you ask her, be like, yeah, now I was talking to some other girls and they were saying like, nah, they like KD because he tall, blah, blah. You know what's your girl? If she's a good girl, unless she's a fucking whore, she's gonna just say to you, now I don't like I don't like guys that just hover over me. She's gonna say that to you, dummy. She's gotta make you feel secure. Feel me? Like, but only a fucking whore or a chick who doesn't like have any type of understanding of just like even dynamic. It's like, okay, cool. Put it like this. Okay. It's like a girl dating me, right? If she like, you know what I mean? Let's say we're just talking about whatever. And she's like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Say we bring up, I don't know, The Rock. And she's like, yeah, I like niggas who's like extra buff. Everything that's not me, my nigga. All of a sudden you start looking at her like, what the fuck? Why you? No, she's gonna be like, nah, I kind of like a dad bod. Of course, dummy. So that's what Thug is doing on the opposite side for his girl, right? I don't think he actually believes she's ugly as fuck, right? Now, granted, I do think he probably thinks his girl looks better than her, but he's saying the right things, bro. Like, that's how you don't get in the doghouse.
Big mouth, man, watch out.
He said she got a big mouth. Man, watch out. Yo, did anybody send me that fucking... Bruh. My guy who always sends me my drops. I need that drop. Man, watch out. We're going to call 6ix9ine in a few seconds. Don't worry. This is the Rat Royal Rumble. This is the Rat Royal Rumble. By the way, I'm a civilian. I don't think none of these men are rats. Just that y'all know. I don't think Young Thug's a rat. I don't think 6ix9ine's a rat. I think all these brothers did, if they did do anything, they told the God honest truth. They told the God honest truth in my book. I don't deal with ratting. I'm not in the streets. I don't do crime. Okay. Damn. Yo, could y'all send me that? I need this drop, man. Man, watch out.
It's crazy. They probably niggas really running around sneaking with her too. She on the hammer.
Oh yeah, I'm sure some other niggas in her DM and stuff. Probably. But I be feeling like sometimes a lot of niggas like that, it'll be like, if the girl was regular and you weren't trying to fuck with the girl, it's just like she got a number one song and
Exactly. This and if you really listen to the conversation, you get the context of this. By the way, this is around the time. Remember when Glorilla cooled down? She was heating back up and she started to change her look. She started to look different. Remember, at first, before she started heating up, I criticized her look. I said, Glorilla, nobody's gonna be attracted to you. You came in looking like a nigga. Bruv, don't worry about your looks. Keep making those songs because we like when you sound a certain way. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've told y'all, and I'm honest. I was wrong. She happened to upgrade her look. She looked a lot better, money, makeup, maybe a little, I don't know if she did surgery. She's looked a lot better, and her music started hitting. So I was definitely wrong. But once that happened, she became a hot commodity, right? So I understand the conversation they're having because what happens is when you have a girl that's now kind of transformed a little bit, she probably has many dudes who's like, trying to like bag her this and third. I remember back then, mad people was trying to like, yo, who's she into? And I think, she might have like a Glow Gang tattoo or some dumb shit. Well, not dumb shit, but, Glorilla, Glow Gang. I think that's one of the origins of this. So anyway, I think that's why they're having a conversation. So you got to go back to that time period. So you have to realize a woman like Mariah the Scientist. I've seen Mariah the Scientist in person. She's a really attractive girl. She's an attractive girl, especially if you're like a light skinned mixed girl. Which shit, I've dated a couple chicks like that. Like she's like an attractive girl, right? Glorilla is like one of them hood bitches that usually, again, if she broke, she don't look good. If she got money to do all that shit, which she does now, she looks good. And I think Thug was trying to explain to the girl that he likes, and I don't know what Thug's type is because Thug has dated Jericho, who's a dark-skinned girl and looks a little bit different, and then he's now with Mariah. He's trying to tell her or explain to her, you ever see the comment, explain to me in NBA 2K terms or whatever. He's explained to her, or I think she's trying to understand why people are fucking with her now. And he's trying to downplay it like, nah, she's still ugly. And she's like, but maybe it's because she's popping right now. That's why people want to fuck her type shit,
Mm-hmm. Niggas like, oh, let hit her. Man, bitch ain't talking about nothing. I would not pursue her at all, ever.
And by the way, what's so crazy about this? You're so, like, if you're talking to your girl about another girl, your girl's a musician, this other girl's a musician, Thug's saying the right things. I don't even look at her like a girl. I look at her like a man. Man, I would not, if she was the last woman on earth, I wouldn't even fuck her. Civilization over. Of course. Like, Thug's playing it right. By the way, keep in mind, Thug is in jail. His happiness, like, and again, unfortunately, I've been one of those people, pause, where like that person is in jail and you're their mental sanity. Not on some female shit, duh, or sexual shit, obviously, because I've never had a female in jail talking to me. But it's like those people, you realize that their mental zone really relies on the person they talk to a lot. Thug is talking to Mariah the Scientist a lot. He's not going to give her any reason to ever be mad at him. Like, if you ask any girl who ever dated a nigga in jail, they're usually going to say when a nigga's in jail, he's the perfect person. You know why? He fucking needs this girl to not only, bring this to my mom, do this, could you do this for me, and also be my mental sanity. Of course, he's the perfect guy, right? So Thug is not going to say nothing to Mariah the Scientist that's going to make her upset, insecure, none of that. If he had to say Glorilla looks like a fucking anteater, like, he's going to say whatever. It is what it is.
Man, watch out.
Man, watch out.
Watch out. That's man. all the shit I seen about him.
Trust me, I know a couple niggas, even when they smashing the other girl, they'll tell their girl, man, I would never fuck that bitch. I heard her pussy stink. I heard she burning. I know niggas like that. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Seen a video of walking past, just big ass mouth, just like always
That big ass mouth always laughing.
laughing, looking at that bitch. She look funny. She look funny.
Mm.
Man, the girl look funny, man. Who the hell who trying to smack this? Man, you got me thinking like Trippie Redd or some shit and trying to you know what I'm saying? It ain't no.
I keep telling you, Thug's a manipulator. He downplayed her so much, and then he threw some rappers that are below his level. Maybe a nigga like Trippie Redd will fuck her, but like me, hell nah. I would never fuck her. All the while he been DMing her. You know what I mean? Or not like while he's in jail, but like he probably tried to holler at her before he got locked up.
Man, Trippie Redd done cuffed this girl. And she is like a super thot.
Okay. Audio starts over after that. Okay. So yeah, that was the leaked audio yesterday. Then the leaked audio today of Thug was essentially Thug talking about J. Cole and Andre 3000. Now he's doing an interview. I think did I show you this? Big Bank. He's doing an interview. Apparently this is coming out Monday. So this is the conversation. It's coming out Monday. I have $1,000 bet. Apparently Big Bank, I don't know him, you know, all respect due to him. But apparently he's like a street dude. He's a street-oriented dude. I said, I have $1,000 that I bet with someone. I said, I guarantee, because this is a street dude who I'm betting with. He's a street dude from another city, and no, it's not LA, it's not whack. The dude's like, because last night after I got on streamer, a lot of people called me like, yo, Thug ratted. And I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of street dudes calling me, claiming or saying that, yo, you do know what Thug did is cooperation, and that's telling. And I said to him, bro, you're not from Atlanta. Atlanta is going to embrace Young Thug. I've said this consistently. So Big Bank is from Atlanta, and I believe that the conversation is going to be a softball conversation with Young Thug being able to say, I made an honest mistake, but what I did is not cooperation, right? Now, by the way, me personally, my opinion doesn't matter, and I like Thug anyway. I don't really think he told anyway. And the reason why I say that is because I'm thinking cooperating means telling the police things to put somebody in jail. The person to go to jail because of Thug. But the streets claim saying anything at all is telling. So my definition doesn't matter because I'm not a street dude. Here's the thing. The hypocrisy is what I think people want to watch, right? Because Young Thug could claim it was an honest mistake, but Gunna, it's not an honest mistake. With 6ix9ine, it's not an honest mistake. With Rollo, it's not an honest mistake. Nobody else but Thug. And at the end of the day, I know what it is. People like Thug. That's what it is. It is what it is. People like Thug. So I believe this interview is going to be a very softball interview that's going to try to stir the narrative in the way that it could be understood why Thug did that conversation at all, and basically try to help reverse the narrative that he cooperated at all. I think that's the reason why Roscoe came on here. But that didn't work. And now he's going to do an interview, and that's why he's dropping a song. By the way, let me try to call Roscoe.